Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the max difficulty run, where today we are finally going to be attacking one of the Fallen Empires, and hopefully, we're going to attack multiple of them. Right now, we have one Fallen Empire which absolutely loves us, despite the fact we are the Machine Empire, the Holy Protectors, the Neborite Protectors even, really like us. Neborite? Why do I never look at the name of these things before I try and say them? Anyway, weird names aside, they really like us, so they are last on the chopping block. Right now, though, we really want to destroy the Remnant. Not only are they holding hostage the beautiful relic world over here, they're also very likely to wake up soon. They are xenophobes, and the xenophile empire over here have just woken up themselves. I do not want a war in heaven to occur. The endgame crisis will eventually arrive. It's actually kind of late, considering how early we set it, which is fantastic for us, but I don't want both of them to be going on at the same time. That could spell our doom, especially since we're so close to the Remnant. After the Remnant is destroyed, we may go after the Archivists over here. The reason is, their worlds can be truly fantastic. The Font of Knowledge. Oh, I have not seen this since many updates ago. So this has undergone the Archaeology project. I have no idea how that works for a Machine Empire, because we don't care about consumer goods. Okay, now I'm actually more interested in this. No, we should really go for the Remnant first. Let's prevent the war in heaven, shall we? Preventing the war in heaven by giving them hell. We have, I would say, more than enough fleet power now, so I've just sent them off, and hopefully soon as well we'll be making our first megastructure from scratch, which will be the Matter Decompressor, since I'm not counting the Ring World or the habitats we've been building already. Okay, everyone, get moving. Or the gateways. Okay, so it's not the first megastructure, but it's the first substantial one, especially since we are currently starving for minerals. They're just so delicious, we can't help but eat them. And so, it begins. Let's start building the Matter Decompressor. So this very first stage, the site won't give us anything obviously, but thankfully the very first stage after that will instantly start giving us 500, then 1000, then 1500, then 2000. All those lovely minerals. Right now, we are already producing 6,100 minerals. And even with that, we are still in the minus 634 because we are using so many of them. We are almost at 2,000 alloys per month with this navy.
Construction complete.
So all of this taking up cost, and yet we're still getting that many alloys. And that's just going to increase and increase, especially since now we have so many smaller worlds, which are only now starting to give us anything. In fact, some of them still aren't. We actually have 87 colonies at the moment. Yep. That is some serious wide playstyle.
Complete.
The fleet is now getting into position. Absolutely lovely. In the background, we are still making some more fleets because of our alloy production going just insane at the moment, and more worlds are becoming Forge worlds. What we do need, though, is some fortress worlds. Since fortresses do give you additional, there we are, additional navy capacity, and we're already going over it right now, and that's with...
Construction complete.
Oh no, it's not with the Grand Fleet. Okay, that's gonna really help out next. So what we need, really, is some more unity. Let's just take all the regular techs. Oh, our Empire Sprawl is painful. 20k research, but that is so low for our Empire Sprawl. For too long, the Fallen Empires have ruled over this galaxy in their stagnant oases. For too long have they kept from us our birthright, the glorious relic worlds. So today, we take what is truly ours. And that is you, right? Yep, let's make sure we attack the correct Fallen Empire. What do you want? We want everything.
War protocols initiated.
Come on. Thank you. So, I think we should just rush straight towards their homeworld. So go there, and then group up.
Construction complete.
Ooh, there's even a little desert world. How sweet. Oh, looks like the game's saving. Great timing there. Lovely little bit of lag. Oh no, shielded. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, okay, so the Xenophobes
Technological
have
acquisition
these
success.
shielded worlds, and if you
Construction
open them,
complete.
you can get a general and I think resources? There it is. Now, of course, if you find one of these in the regular space, you know, just space which isn't currently under the control of a fallen empire, that's most likely going to open up the vile geckos, which will then try and take over the world as fanatic purifiers. So, just a warning, this is a special kind of shielded world, which isn't quite as brutal. Let's just continue getting all the basics done. We are being attacked from both sides. Okay, good, you're all getting into the fight straight away, but we are going to lose a lot of ships here. They both jumped in, and I was not prepared for that. Though, we do seem to be the stronger by a lot. They do have 3 fleets, there's only 2 of them. Okay, down goes one. This one's getting caught up with the corvettes and such. Also, during that last clip, I may have forgot to have the microphone cover on, so I expect the microphone overloaded horribly. Because I was also being very loud. Beautiful. There we are. Okay, now, can you all make sure to follow the slowest? Thank you, and I'll turn you into group 1, so I can always grab the correct one. There we are. And now we can start moving towards their homeworld. Everyone, follow the slow coaches.
Construction complete.
Hello there, main citadel.
Construction complete.
Okay, where's their 3rd fleet? I know I saw a 3rd fleet. Well, they can't be going this way to attack us over here. Oh, unless the other empires have open borders, which they very well could. Even then, though, that'll take forever. Though they do have jump drives, so I guess they could potentially do that. That's going to take a very long time, even with jump drives. Okay, so can you please attack the core? Everyone else, begin bombardment on boundary. After you destroy their ground forces.
Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
Okay, that's the remnants of one of their fleets. So let's get a couple of you to go back. You can stay there.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
And that should be enough. Yeah, 2 80,000s, that should have minimal losses. And I do have a couple of scientists on the way, so we can get our research nice and quick. I love Titans so much. Probably just better if we just go with completely battleships, but I do love Titans. Titans and cannons. It's the simple things in life which are the best, really. Okay, get that back again so our scientists can get in so we can get all that lovely debris research. Meanwhile, on the core, all of that lovely energy being produced here. Beautiful. Rare resources, alloys, and energy. ×2. Apparently I've learned nothing from previous videos because I'm still allowing these worlds to get really, really messed up. So, I kind of forgot they had so many biotrophies and no jobs for them ready, so let's get these sorted out so we have the housing at least finished. Then we need to start upgrading these buildings to give them more jobs and perhaps replacing some of them. Ooh, it does have a resource processing center here, which apparently I just can't make. Which is kind of sad because it's really, really awesome. So I guess really this should be a forge world because we have this here, plus 15% to the alloy foundry jobs. Yeah. So for now, let's just upgrade them. Then later on, we'll start replacing some of the tech with alloys. Meanwhile, over at the war effort, come on, war forms! As we slowly crush the armies from afar, over here. Okay, now you two. I could go after one of these stations, we'd probably lose a little bit in the process. Let's do it anyway, because it's fun.
Alert. Hostile fleet assets detected.
The core is ours. And now, time for some lovely assimilation. That's going to be a lot of unity. And we need to start remaking our ground forces. We're losing a lot doing this.
Construction complete.
Just knocking down all their stations now. Oh, already one over here. Fantastic. And we're about to get our first bit of debris finished, and once we have that, we can unlock all of the Fallen Empire tech.
Construction complete.
We now have enough unity for one more tradition, or we could just activate one of the other edicts. A grand fleet would mean we'd be getting way more energy and way more alloys, because suddenly we have less ship upkeep, and our navy capacity will go up by 20%, which is really, really good. We could get more minerals, though that's going to be less important soon, since very soon we'll have the megastructure online. More science is fantastic, in fact plus 20% research speed could start to allow us to get some of the other techs like the repeatables done. Or we can build megastructures faster. I'm actually leaning more towards that, since I do want to start building another megastructure now, since we have the capability of doing so. And yeah, I think that's probably worth it. Okay, let's go with that. And then the next megastructure I want is either a Dyson Sphere or a Science Nexus. So let's head on home and build one, let's say, here. And hello there, we have control of the two main worlds. There are going to be so many unemployed populations on these two planets, because all of this is all automatic. Ooh, these produce minerals. How did I not realize this before? No idea. Okay, well, obviously the food centers are going to be removed, and the auto forge will be repaired as soon as there's enough people there. Let's move over some rock bots to get things rolling. So what should I turn you into? Uplink node, I suppose, since we are going to have loads of tech drones here, and then, I suppose, just more energy. Since we can't really build many specialist buildings here, these two slots will eventually become fortresses themselves. Same for you, let's change the food over to something more useful. That is truly fantastic. Oh, yep, do not need this. We do not need consumer goods, thank you. Same with you. We've taken over every single station, so now our fleets are returning home, and we have destroyed their fleets multiple times, so I'm assuming they're not going to arrive again. So that's pretty darn nice. We're also about to survey this system over here, which of course is the system which has the relic world. As soon as I've done this. So get our ships back, get them healed, get some reinforcements, which we have quite a few of, and then we can make plans to attack the other Fallen Empire before the end of the video. Then we may attack the Anti-Lath Legion. It would be nice to take over that, because that is a lot of space, and currently they're at war with 2 other empires, so it would be a good time to attack them soon. Then all of this section is ours. Oh, come on, this was the only endgame crisis I really didn't want to see. So the contingency would have most likely been more difficult, because they could spawn multiple of their worlds within your territory. But at least my ships would have been somewhat prepared for that. This is the Scourge. Not only have I seen the Scourge way too many times recently, none of my ships are currently prepared for this. Well, at least now, finally, the endgame crisis has arrived. 30 years late, but it's here. Okay, so, let's stop building anything over here. We need to convert our ships as soon as possible. So that's what we're going to do. All of our fleets come back, and we're going to convert you into the anti-Scourge ships, which are then actually awful versus Fallen Empires, so I might need to just... Oh, I want to take out these full... Okay, so all new ships will be anti-Scourge. The current ships are going over here, and they're going to attack the Fallen Empire, okay? That's the plan. Okay, so we have the anti-armor weapons, we have pure armor, since the enemy's weapons ignore shields, or do bonus damage, depending on which weapons they're using. They have both sets. So this should be the anti-Scourge battleships. Same with the Titans. And very soon we're going to have the better thrusters and the better reactors, so I may as well wait until we have that.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
I wonder where they're going to spawn in.
Ground invasion units have...
There's like a 1/3 chance it's going to be in our territory, which I'm actually hoping for, so we can attack them straight away rather than waiting around. One Dyson Sphere, please. Dyson Sphere over here. And over here, our matter decompressor is now being built, so soon it will be giving us some proper minerals. Realizing now how weird the Fallen Empire transport ships are. That's quite the snoot. And this is the last world they own.
Construction
Then that
complete.
is it. All our ships are now back, getting healed up. And we almost have all the tech we want for our next set of ships.
Construction.
The end of the Remnant. Now you can get home as well. In fact, you can jump to there, then get home. And we can sort out this final world. Can I please have a world which that won't happen? Thank you. I'll leave the Sky Dome for now. And we'll just put down the basic stuff to begin with. Going to start putting down some more gateways around the edge of the galaxy now that I know this is where the enemy are going to spawn in. There's one here already, so this is pretty much covered. Going to put one right over here, and there's already one over here, I think. Yeah, so regardless of where the enemy spawns, we should be able to attack them very, very quickly.
Dissected.
Actually, now we should start focusing on the repeatables, which is going to help us versus the endgame crisis. So extra armor and extra energy damage. Despite the fact I really want to take out the Fallen Empire, I think really the best thing we should do right now is just to sit back, change all of our ships into their anti-Scourge forms, and get ready for the Scourge to spawn in. If they spawn in our territory, that's fantastic. We could potentially destroy them whilst they're still scouts. If we don't let them get a foothold, we just win. And then our first max difficulty run would have been a huge success. If we attack the Fallen Empire now, we're going to be out of position, our ships still won't be upgraded, and they will be mowed down by the Scourge. So I think what we're going to do is upgrade them first. If the Scourge still isn't here by the time everything's upgraded, then we attack the Fallen Empire. But we'll see how that plays out. We are going to weaken ourselves as the Fallen Empire, but I do think it's the right choice. Well, it's a bit late in the game, but we finally have the Rubricator's World. The Rubricator's World. We have the Relic World, so we are now able to get the Rubricator if we so desire. And it's a pretty good looking Relic World as well, size 24, I believe.
Construction
That's
complete.
impressive.
Construction complete.
And we need more alloys. Upgrading is very expensive when you're upgrading this many ships. So I lowered the barrier, and apparently this time around there are exiles. These are the exiles. They do not like us. Are they going to actually destroy the station? No, just offline it, in which case... Oh, they're separating. They will eventually be killed by stations then. Okay. You do you, little floaty orbs of anger. We are now in positive minerals. The reason is I finally caved and activated this. That cost me a lot of Unity, but now we do have plus 33% minerals, and this is almost completed, only 600 days left.
Acquisition successful.
So, now we have minerals. Everything's looking a little bit better. Since I can't sell alloys at the moment, since they're all going into upgrading our ships, I needed some other way to get minerals, so that was kind of a forced choice, really.
Complete.
You just gonna sit there? Well, that's annoying, but okay. The exiled one. Okay, the exiled ones have just been destroyed. Thanks to these lovely 2 battleships, which are somewhat close by. Now we can get Cloud Lightning. Not that that's going to be all that useful, but, you know, it's nice. It's something. Yeah, could we please have enough alloys just to do this? That'd be great. If I pause it, there we go. Pause it just at the end of the month. Just need a little bit more energy. I think that'll likely be the last gateway we build. Could potentially build one in the middle as well, and perhaps one on this side, but we don't really have the alloys for it.
Complete.
You may notice I suddenly have 29,000 alloys. The reason is we're getting a refund every time one of these is fully upgraded, because the new stuff is actually cheaper than the old stuff. So, the initial cost is buying the new stuff for the ships, but then when they're upgraded, we get the alloys back. At least I believe that's how it's working. So, right now, if I continue, we have 3, 2, 1.
Construction complete.
And then, yep, our alloys jumped up. Which means now, all of our battleships are in the queue. Fantastic.
Technological acquisition successful.
And over here, you're almost done with these 2 fleets. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. In fact, rather good. And because all those alloys, we're now able to make our Dyson Sphere and everything else, and we can even go back to making habitats if we so desire. Which I kind of do.
Construction complete.
Since I do like my habitats. There we are, the first stage of the matter decompressor is now online, and let's start upgrading it straight away.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Lovely, lovely minerals.
Construction complete.
That's more like it. Whoa, this world is really, really bad right now. Yeah, all those biotrophies, that's kind of horrendous. Let's sort out the housing first, then we'll just upgrade everything we have on the planet. We are now back to building new ships. I ended up choosing to actually not use the Fallen Empire's tech. The reason is we have no dark matter at the moment. We don't have the research to actually get it because I've just missed it at some point. And I really don't want to constantly buy all those rare resources. We will go into using the Fallen tech eventually once I have that dark matter drawing. Which I should have fairly soon, actually. But for now, I just wanted to make sure everything had the right weapons. So to elaborate further, all of the Fallen Empire tech when it comes to ship upgrades costs a small amount of dark matter. Well, a decent amount if you start using all of it, especially if we went down the route of using the shields, which thankfully isn't the case. But either way, we had so many ships to upgrade, we didn't have the alloys to self-energy, I just couldn't afford all of that dark matter.
Construction.
So, just making sure that everything has the neutron launchers and the full armor set is the most important part. Building 2 new gateways, one here and one here. So now we have a good coverage of pretty much everywhere the enemy can possibly spawn, if they do indeed spawn in our territory, which is somewhat likely. Again, we have about a third, maybe closer to a quarter of the entire galaxy under our control. Ooh. The Ministry of Culture. +3 coordinator jobs and plus 15% unity from the world it's built on. That's really nice, especially because how good coordinators are. Remember, each coordinator gives plus 1% to the menial drone output on the planet. That means any of these, so energy, mining, etc, etc. Glorious gateways. Okay, here we are, approaching the outer rim. Where are they?
Complete.
And they are right in our territory. Okay. Yeah, I'm very glad we have the gateway right here. It's going to be fun seeing them fight the Marauders. Of course, they'll absolutely destroy them. But yeah, right in the middle of our territory. So what we need to do then, if we want to win this, because it's the first time we are playing through the max difficulty, I just want to make sure we win this game. We just need to kill them before they get to the second stage. As soon as the Scourge get to the second stage, they become way more difficult to kill. The first phase is basically their scouting party. It's a really weak set of fleets in comparison to the rest. If you kill them, though, the Scourge never arrive after that. So what would you all class as a victory then for this? Really, for me, once we've beaten the endgame crisis, we've won the game, because nothing at that point is going to be a major threat. However, that seems a bit boring. We could say we have to destroy all of the Fallen Empires, or something else, but the game is starting to tank now a little bit since I haven't got any mods to help with the lag, and wow, we have a seriously high population at the moment, which really explains that. But I don't know, so tell me in the comments below what you would think is a win in the max difficulty playthrough. I don't think I'm going to go ahead and kill everyone though, because this is a max-sized galaxy and that would take so many more episodes and so many more hours. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Convince me. With that though, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's video. We have taken over the Fallen Empire, we are just about to grab the Relic World, we are now going ahead with the archaeology site there to get the Rubricator. Our fleets are looking honestly kind of terrifying, and now we are building more, that's fantastic. Our gateway is going to allow us to get here straight away. For once I have used gateways correctly, huzzah for that. And our empire is looking stronger than it's ever been. And we are only 16 off having a 3k monthly gain of alloys. That is insane. I love this empire, and I've really enjoyed this run, but soon, it looks like the end is nigh. So if you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Long live the Assimilators.